Hello, great that you could join us today because we want to start with a new exercise program, pain-free in a month, because we want to help you enjoy life free of pain. And for this purpose, we are providing you with 3 videos per week featuring exercises for your entire body. My tip, join in all of them, even if you don't have certain problems or weak spots. See it as preventive exercise so you will feel great all around. So let's get moving. Ina's with us today as always, and we're going to work on our necks. You know that neck problems are quite common, stiff necks and so on. I'll give you a brief run-through of the things we're going to do today. We'll start with a very efficient foam rolling massage to soften up the neck and give you a much better feeling. And then we're going to use our Osteopressure tool set on certain trigger points to dial down the tensions in our neck. After that, I'll show you the exercise that goes with it, and then we'll wrap things up with a very special treatment. We're going to have a neck flow, which is a sequence of motions that'll get and keep your neck in shape. We're going to start with a foam rolling massage. Please, Ina, get into your position. We'll take the mini foam roller. Please hold on to it, Ina. And then turn your head 45 degrees to the left and then drop it laterally to expose the area we want to roll out, because this is where we have all that tension. So we could work on this area that's exposed. Just place the roller on it. You could feel it here behind your ear. There's a little bone that protrudes, and you start off slightly below that bone and build up a lot of pressure, which gives you the additional pleasant benefit of a stretch. And now roll down slowly. Bring the roller a bit more in a 45-degree angle, slanted, as you could see here, and then roll down with force. Slowly, but with a lot of pressure, running along here to roll out everything nicely, to dial down all the tension sitting in there and get, if possible at all the fluid moving. And you could feel that it's rather tender here. And using the mini roller gives you quite an effect. You keep doing that. It's also a shoulder exercise until you reach your shoulder blade, and you simply have to stop. Now, let's work on the other side. Please turn around. You could do this massage several times if you like, but make sure to always roll downwards. So we're going to reverse the situation, look to the other side, take the roller, put it in position. First, find the point, the little bone behind your ear, and place the roller below it. Build up pressure and start rolling down, slowly down. And whenever you do that, always visualize that you're moving something there, pushing it forward. And of course, you'll touch upon and trigger receptors, little switches that is, to help your body relax, soften things up to make the rolling massage easier. Great. Keep rolling downwards. You could vary the angle a bit to optimize the massage. Get the feeling that this area is getting rolled out thoroughly. You're slightly off course. Let me correct it. A bit more like this, and you roll again. If you're down too fast on one side, you'll compromise the effect, so make sure that the tensions in both sides are dialed down at the same time. Go down as much as the mobility of your shoulder allows it. Now we're at the end point, and as I already said, you could do this a couple of times, depending on how much time you have. Let's move on to our pressure technique. But first we have to choose the right attachment. Let's take the conic base piece. Ina is going to demonstrate the exercise on her back and on the floor using gravity and her arm for help. So we take the conic holder and plug in the attachment with the flat top. I would recommend starting with the softest one, and as soon as you feel a harder tool would be okay, then by all means, go ahead. But always start with the softer one. I'll hand it over to Ina now, and she's trying to position it under her head using her right arm so her left arm won't block the view and you at home can see everything. Move the flat top around to find the perfect spot. You could feel a little bony bump on the back of your skull, and to the left of that bump, you'll find the spot where we start from. Ina is right next to that bony bump. Can you feel how sensitive the spot is? You could feel it, right? If that pressure is not enough for you, then take your left hand, place it on your forehead, and carefully push your head down a bit more to get above 8 and below 10 on your personal pain scale. That is within our band of efficiency. Breathe in deeply and exhale. And push the pressure tool on the spot here below the edge of your skull. Let me be more precise for better orientation. Try to use your finger to feel the thickened ridge of the skull curving downward and then slide down into a hollow. This is the spot where you place the tip of the tool, and you'll notice how the sensitivity here is being dialed down. And then you move the pressure tool into a second position. Try to find the optimal angle. You could use your left hand to increase pressure, or, as I said before, use a harder attachment, medium hard, or even extra hard, so that you're always between 8 and 10 on your personal pain scale, and then you just wait. Because the thing with osteopressure technique is that by pressing, we are dialing down tensions. And the more the tension of the associated muscles is being dialed down, the less sensitive this area becomes. And that's the effect you're going for. Now, Ina, please change positions again. Go to the spot below your ear where you could find this little bony bump. And this is really important. If this is too hard for you and you think, maybe I'm not on the right spot, and you have questions, or you want to know how it feels when a professional uses this technique, please remember we have a network of specialists and physiotherapists. Go see them, have them treat you, or ask them to show you the exercise, how this technique works, and they will be happy to oblige and show you how to use our osteopressure tool set. Ina is on her third spot, using her hand to add some more pressure. That's good. Helps you to set the right pressure. Maybe the weight of your own head on the pressure tool is not enough, so this can be of great help. Wait again for tensions to be dialed down. And now let's move to the right of this bony bump, which is located in the middle of your skull. First, find the right spot. This is great, right? You could lie down and treat yourself at the same time. Your body is doing all the work. All you have to do is find the right spot, apply the right amount of pressure, and your body's mechanisms will do the rest on their own. Here again, you could add pressure using your hand, increasing the intensity. You could feel the effect right away, right? What's important for you is to get into the right zone where you could just bear it. It could hurt, but is still on the positive side of pain, and that means under 10 on your personal pain scale. And then you shift the tool a little more to the side, to the right. Yes, a little bit more. Always check if you could take on even more pressure, using your left hand on the forehead to add pressure. The point on your forehead where you place your hand is exactly opposite the point where the pressure tool is pushing in. It's like a straight line going through your skull, connecting these 2 points. That's the pressure column. The pressure line. Breathe nice and easy, no matter if it's the foam rolling massage or pressure technique. Breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply, so it's easier for your body to regulate itself. And at the end, go all the way to the right, to that bony bump behind your ear, its lower edge. You know you're spot on as soon as it feels tender and becomes really sensitive. We're always looking for points that are sensitive because it's there where the receptors, the trigger points we want to press on, are activated the most and thus highly sensitive. The effect is greater here where it hurts more than in other places where it hurts less. And as the tensions are being gradually dialed down, and this is in line with our theory, exactly those tension programs in your brain are being deleted that are responsible for your stiff neck. That's called the second or minute effect, which relaxes everything back there. Breathe nice and easy. I know you'd just love to stay there. But sorry, we have to move on and show the exercise that goes with this. Let's move on to the exercise for your neck. For those of you who already know the neck exercise, we'll just do a quick run-through. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, click up here for this info box or below the video to access the full Join the Exercise videos. But we're going to get into the angles anyways. So Ina, sit up straight, straighten your spine, and now turn your head 45 degrees to the right, and use your bent right elbow to pull down your right shoulder. Take your left hand and reach across your head behind your right ear, and then pull your head forward, down to the left, and then adjust the final angle depending on where the stretch in your neck is most pronounced. That's usually the area rolled out before. Go into a stretch there, hold this position for 2.5 minutes, and then leave it again. Let's demonstrate this on the other side as well. Turn your head 45 degrees to the left, pull your shoulder down, right hand reaches over your head, and now Ina is pulling her head forward and down to the right. And then we have a stretch going right here and here too. Increase the stretch over 2.5 minutes until everything is yielding nicely and we are well into the stretch. As I said before, we're just roughly outlining it here. Should you still be unfamiliar, click on a box up here below the video to watch the exercise in full length. Well, now we've arrived at the last segment of the exercise, and we'll be doing the flow. What's the story behind this flow, and what does it mean for your neck? It means that whatever degree of freedom in movement we've achieved by rolling, pressure, and of course by our exercise, we are going to use now. So please stay in this position. And all you're going to do is bend your head forward all the way. Do not simply hinge your head forward, but move your head forward and move your spine with it. And only when you've come to the end point of this, you bend your head. First forward, and then bend your head. But at the same time, keep the thoracic part of your spine straight. Then take a deep breath. Exhale and bend forward more. Then breathe in and out and bend forward even more. Another breath in and out and bend more. And now go back to the starting position of your head. And now we're going to do the same backwards. That means pulling back your chin. And doing that also pulls back your cervical spine. Go back as much as you can without pushing out your chest. As much as you can, and as soon as you've reached the end, you move the middle of your cervical spine back, opening up in the front a bit. And when you've come to the end of this, you start overextending your head backwards. You breathe in, overextend your head, and again breathe in. And on your exhale, overextend your head. And breathe in again. And as you breathe out, overextend your head. Even more. And then go back to your straight position. Go slowly with your cervical spine. Stay straight. And now you're shifting your head to the left. You try to push your head together with your neck to the left in this direction. And move the middle part to the left. And at the end, bend your head sideways to the left without turning it. So you stay on this axis without turning it. More. Exactly. Pull down here. And now you could feel a strong stretch here on this side. You've got blood vessels here that get stretched out nicely. And afterwards, they provide better blood flow to your head and your back. Pull hard to the left. Breathe in, breathe out, while pulling to the left and also pulling your shoulder down. Another breath in, and on your exhale, pull even more to the left, and for the third time, breathe in, and while breathing out, pull to the left. And now you're going to do the same for your right side. Shift your head to the right without tilting it. Bring your left shoulder down to have this counter stretch here. And then bend your head sideways without turning it to build up tension here. Shoulder down, and bend your head to the right. Breathe in, and on your exhale, pull more. Breathe in, breathe out, and pull more to the right without turning your head. Breathe in, and exhale. Great. Come straight again with your head. Pull both shoulders down. Best would be to bend both arms. Gives you better pull control. And now we're going to do a nourishing exercise for your vertebral discs so that the waste material goes out and fresh nutrients come in. Turn your head to the left all the way, more, as far as you can, and now to the right, all the way, more, and to the left again for the second time, more, all the way, and to the right again. It's like wringing out a dirty rag and soaking it with fresh water. And for the third time, go left as far as you can, and then all the way to the right again. And back to your neutral position. Pause a second. And then we're going to do the same again, but faster and more fluently. Pull down your shoulders, create a big distance to your ears, so to speak. Now bend your head forward in a fast and fluent motion, and backwards to overextend, then forward again, and backwards again, and forward again, and backwards again. And now, hold your head straight, and 45 degrees to the left. Watch this. Bring your right temple forward and down to the left. And then into the opposite direction. Keep the turn of your head as it is. Go into the opposite direction. Number 2, in this direction, keep your shoulders down and into the opposite direction. And number 3, to the right, forward and down, backwards to the left and up, head back into neutral. Last movement, 45 degrees to the right, pull your right shoulder down, and the left temple goes to the left, slanted downwards. And now the counter movement. And down again, pull down, and then pull backwards. Once again, pull down to the left, and pull backwards to the right and up. And then shake your shoulder loose a bit. Move your head again. Just shake it loose. And I'm pretty sure that your neck will be feeling much better now. Please pass this exercise on. Share this video with others so that people can move pain-free in just 4 weeks' time. So give us a thumbs up. And we hope that step by step, we're helping you to feel good and get relaxed with your body in the upcoming weeks.